Exactly. Moving on to our next category, the racing game of the year. And we have, again, four nominees to choose from. We have Grid. We have Burned Out Paradise. Midnight Club Los Angeles. And, oh, here's those Wii fans out there. Mario Kart Wii! The racing game of the year was not Wii, but it was Burned Out Paradise.
Burnout Paradise, yes. Can't say enough great things about Burnout Paradise. Yep. It's got this open world sandbox sort of thing, and it just nails it. And then it's got great multiplayer. It's a really cool arcade style racing game. And then all the free DLC. It's just helping it. Yep. I love it. Free shit. Everybody, take a hint. All right. Now,
next category. Role-playing games of the year, RPG. And again, Gooch, this is one of these categories that there were some solid games out there, but not like a definite hit.
Yeah, it's not. There was no standout superstar, no drop your jaw like holy shit game, but some really good solid RPGs.
What do we got?
Well, we got Persona 4, it's good shit. We got Lost Odyssey, we got Fable 2, and Tales of Vesperia. And our winner is, for us, Lost Odyssey. I had to pick it. It came out way early back in the year, but it's really good. Sakaguchi said one time that he could tell a great story, and Lost Odyssey is another fine example of the man's great talent.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably the biggest game to come from Mistwalker Studios. It didn't try and change the classic turn-based, Japanese RPG, but it modernized it, and it's a good game. And if you haven't played it, you should play it. It's good.
Solid graphics, solid story, solid sound.
Yeah.
But solid, not like, whoa, mind-blowing.
Yeah. It's good. I mean, it's definitely good. So, without further ado, we'll keep rolling on to, like, the polar opposite of a role-playing game.
The shooter, just the shoot the hell out of them shooter category. Our 2008 nominees are Far Cry 2, Left 4 Dead, Resistance 2, Call of Duty, World at War, and Gears of War 2. Well, again, Gooch, this is a hands-down, no-brainer winner of the 2008 Shooter of the Year Award, Gears of War 2.
Yep. I know what you're going to say. You're going to say, that's a third-person shooter. Well, we didn't say FPS. We said shooter, okay? Before you make a post, it's all about the shooter. It was the best 360 game. It's the best shooter, we think. And 11, baby.
Still fun to play. Still fun. Our next game of the year, the action game of the year. And Gooch, this one was, again, a little bit challenging to pick a winner.
Very tough.
We have a few nominees here. Our nominees are No More Heroes, Ninja Gaiden 2, Grand Theft Auto 4, Dead Space, and Metal Gear Solid 4. And after some discussion here, the Gooch and myself picked for the action game of the year, Dead Space. And you talk about another game that just came out of the woods or back through the side door. It was probably a slugfest between Metal Gear Solid 4 and Grand Theft Auto 4. And then all of a sudden, Dead Space, boom, game of the year.
Yeah, I mean,
not game of the year, but action game of the year.
This game's been in development for so long, we've forgotten how long. And it's just one of those things when it finally comes out.
No one believed it at first. They're like, no, it's not.
Yeah. And it didn't get a whole lot of pre-release buzz. Like they weren't going on and on about it. But what happened is the post-release, and it's not even so much the press. I mean, they love it, but it's gamers. It's word of mouth. This game is spread. Everyone says buy it. It's scary as shit, and it's amazing. It's a must play.
Yes. Moving on to our next category, Gooch. What is it?
Next one is the platformer. Classic. Oh, yeah, we love this shit. And there's not a whole lot to choose from this year because, traditional platformers are getting harder and harder to come by. But we do have some great ones here. We have Prince of Persia, Mirror's Edge, and Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. And our winner is Prince of Persia. It's a good game. I mean, it oozes polish everywhere. It's absolutely gorgeous, and it's a great revamp for the series. A lot of people are going to say, they're going to criticize it because it's too easy. But you know what? Despite, being easy, it's really fun. And when it comes down to it, that's what it's all about. If a game isn't fun, why play it? And this game is fun, okay?
Moving on to our next category, and this is the one that the Gooch threw in 5 minutes before we started shooting this, and I was a bit unaware of it. Was it the miscellaneous with no specific category?
It's games that are really hard to categorize. You could probably fit them in a category, but there's a couple games that came out this year that have to be mentioned, and it's just hard to really specify where you want to put them.
And we have Wii Fit and Little Big Planet. And the winner is Little Big Planet. Had to give it an award somewhere, Gooch.
Yeah, I mean, this is Media Molecule's masterpiece. It's a great game. And it's hard to say because it's a platformer, but it's like it's almost like a toolkit in itself. And you know you make a great game when it impresses gamers. I mean, that's cool. But when you impress other developers and you inspire other developers and stuff, that's when you know you've really hit something. This game is going to have, sadly to say, there's going to be tons of clones and knockoffs, but they're going to be damn hard-pressed to come to the polish and the greatness that this game it is. It's great.
Moving on to our next category, Best Sequels. Now, in the movie world, sequels usually blow. But in the video game world, most of the time they usually rock.
Yeah.
Most of the time. And we have some awesome games here rocking. We've got Resistance 2, Grand Theft Auto 4, Metal Gear Solid 4, it's like saying that, Gears of War 2, and Rock Band 2. And again, this was a hard one to pick, but our sequel, best sequel game of the year for sequels is Rock Band 2. Really? You just took the things that's from Rock Band 1, what was awesome, didn't change it at all, took the things that were a little bit that need to be tweaked, and took it to that next level.
Yeah, I mean, again, don't mess with a good formula. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, but, give it a little extra. Everything you wanted in the first one is back in this one, and they fixed all your gripes. Awesome. Just fix the fucking guitar. Give me a better guitar.
Guitar Hero's guitar.
It rocks.
Rocks.
But World Tour is...
Doesn't rock.
Doesn't rock.